Yo, what's up guys, this is HappyNo with another Guild Wars 2 PvP video, and this time again with the Power Warrior, showing you some nice gameplay with a meta build, I would say, or basically it's the build that I used even before the meta. For any core player, just try this build out. It is a lot of fun, and you can see here how I was not really that much able to carry this game. Even though I did so much work, there was no way to win this. This game is on my second account, and I guess because I had this 700 DK, not for the first time by the way, I had like not the best team members, but somehow I had this feeling that the enemy players were at least like decent. They were not like really the worst players ever. And here I faced a guy with the hammer, which is really interesting to see because I was also about to go ahead and think about a hammer build. But yeah, you can see it here. The problem of the hammer is it's really predictable, and yeah, it just not allows for a lot of space. He had his balanced stance, so I was able to just finish him off here after that pretty easily. Rampage, the strongest ability in game, I would say, and if you use it right you can get just like this easy and fast kills. So what's going on? My team is struggling here while I won that 1v1 against the enemy warrior, and I just decided again then to join mid while two people of my team were dead. And I knew that the elementalist was a fresh air, and what I'm doing here is of course just checking out the enemy players, because on close we might get that, and if I run too early here onto this midpoint I might get killed. So I just try to bait them a little bit off, and here I wait for the ranger to get his attacks up because he's having his elite skill up. I use my bull's charge to get out of combat here, because you don't have to use it only actively to stun to CC someone, but you can also just use it passively. And you can see it here, I tried to just bait a little bit around, but it was pretty hard because yeah, you can see it here, rampage, and I just trying to leave. This is something that you should learn in certain ways, because kiting around is the best that you can do instead of just dying randomly. And you can see it here, I just forced one guy to chase me around, which means for my team they have to fight one guy less. And it's not just this guy, but I got attacked by multiple people. And here I just encounter him, wait a little bit until he wastes a few of his CCs. He used all his stun breaks, and I knew that I can go with the bull's charge. And you can see it here. Sorry for that. Bull's charge, the strongest ability to CC enemy players, and if you know a warrior has no stun breaks left, you can just easily get it. And here is the other thing to play core warrior. Axe of 1 can hit pretty hard if an enemy has no protection at all. 7,100 or 200 with one hit. And you can see it here. My team was struggling more with holding the points because we were able to get a lot of kills, get a lot of work done. And here I activate my signet and the rampage because the enemy players therefore can't CC me when I have stability, and the resistance allowing me to be immune to condition damage. And I did not even realize it really that we have a Tempest that is support, because at this point actually he should have done more work. But you can see it here, yeah, we were all about to die. He healed me of course a little bit here with the Frost Aura, and with his elite skill I survived this only due to that. But therefore the rest of my team just died, and the Tempest as well. And what I'm doing here is just something called rotations, which a lot of people don't know, but I rotate from the midpoint to the far behind the enemy sites. And yeah, you can see it here, just getting easily the decap. But the enemy players also get decap on our close point because of course my entire team just wiped out, while I'm the only one that is kiting. And as I just said, it is an important part of the game. And you can see it here, I'm not using my bull's charge because I want to see if the enemy dodges or not, and if he's not doing it, I will also not. Activating my healing signet for the resistance, so the enemy necro can't fear me and I can get an easy stomp onto him. And for some reason, again, 2 of my people are dead. I leave the point a little bit too early, which is also really bad. And yeah, I just try to get here now some nice kills. I see that the warrior has his elite skill up, but he's also low HP, so I'm gonna try to kill him, which I was not able to at the beginning of this, but afterwards I will get the kill. And I just immediately focus on the next target to try and get fast kills there. Stun breaking out, trying to immobilize, cripple this guy with my X3, and then just repeat this stuff. And as you can see it here again, my team is getting decapped. I better said my far point is getting decapped because I kept it. I should have held it there, better said. But the rest of my team is just struggling again. We got 2 people dead, the necro on respawn, which means 3 people. And the rest of my team is just dying to 2 people, which is not so great. If the enemy players, and they had not even something that was able to chase a lot. And here you can see also where I failed for the first time. I wasn't watching the minimap that much because the ranger soul beast here joined the fight. If I would have recognized him a little bit earlier, I would have got something more. But you can see it here. What's interesting is the 3rd player just got out of respawn, and I had a 1v2, and of course the 3rd guy just coming from the respawn, and my team is wasting meanwhile a lot of time on our lord against 1 or 2 people. It's 1, I guess. No, 2 people, but they are wasting too much time. I decide not to go for this because it's more important to go and fight on the caps. And you can see it here again. They will probably also decap our close, but I go for the far point again because I knew I can handle every 1v1 with this build. And I will also be able to get the decaps. After a dodge, I go with the shield bash to get the CC, trying to dodge his attacks there because he used his what's the name of it again, Sikkim combo. I don't even try here at the beginning to go with my lead because I was thinking that we will get this, but my Dragon Hunter was not able to apply that much damage, and I missed here my shield bash and my F1 ability, so I just decided to go with the elite skill immediately, go for the stomp, and afterwards focus the necro. So again, in a 2v2 situation, I'm able here to get both kills because yeah, the Guardian was not able to apply that much damage. For some reason, he should have been able to get an easier kill. We should have been able to get an easier kill on the necro, but yeah. And you can see it here, just if you watched a little bit the map, the team map, or no, how to say it, the team combo setup, how many times my allies just died, it is not so great. And here happened something really interesting where I was a little bit mad. I downed this elementalist twice, and here comes the most interesting part. I down him for the 3rd time, and as I basically know, after you get downed 3 times you get immediately stunned, but I guess they removed this, and so yeah, I just get destroyed here. What should have happened is that the Revenant joins here, removes stability from the warrior and CCs him, and meanwhile of course finish the enemy fresh air Weaver. But so far again, my team should have had the upper hand, but you can see it here, the Tempest is on our close point on the gate AFKing or doing something, I don't know, which is a huge time waste. The Revenant died again like for the 5th or 6th time, which is also not so beneficial. And he got even up, that's nice. But you can see it here again, mid is decapped on our close point. I don't know if they get the decap, but this game was like a pain to play. Again, Revenant dead. With the healing Tempest is dead, the Guardian dead, and you can see it here again, too many people on mid, so I just tried to peel them a little bit off, and it was here really dangerous because the fresh air just caught me with some heavy damage. And my goal is again to just peel them a little bit, to take them one by one and just kite around a little bit because it's too dangerous. I'm a core player and I don't have also like the highest survivability that you can have. Failing here my bull's charge, which was so freaking bad. This, I don't know if I even die here, but I would have said that I die on this, but I'm not so sure. Yeah, I will die because the fresh air will kill me, I guess. Yeah, that was such a pain. That was a close call for the necro, but you can see it here again. The fresh air just decapped his close point, and he came back to me, which means a 1v2 again. And meanwhile my team should have got the double cap again, but they just take too much time. And this is like the main reason why I don't enjoy PvP. I have this feeling, even though I have my 700 DK, normally I'm like plat 2 or something, people should have been at least also on a higher level, even though I have this DK. And here I try something risky again because I see the necro is pretty low. I try to get him fast onto combat, dodge his attacks, stun him before he does that with me. He has now stability, so I know I don't have to waste my bull's charge. I can just auto attack this guy, block his fear, go for the stomp. But again, meanwhile, my Revenant, Guardian and Tempest are dead again. And here I decide to go mid because like that's the only thing I could probably do. But it is again hard. I should have activated my Signet here again, and even though I failed my elite, I should have activated Signet and elite skill a little bit earlier. And I tried here a little bit to get into combat, but it was too dangerous. Too dangerous, impossible, better said, because I'm getting perma CC'd. And here on, I was applying quite a damage here. I'm not so sure if I was able to get kills here because the game was like over, but still it was an interesting game to show you. And also, yeah, just to give you an insight that you can even do a lot of work without expansions as a core player. What division should I be with this rating? I have no clue. I just got to silver. Nice. So 4 top stats: kills, offense, damage and revives. And the Revenant get also kills. Yeah, it's probably because we don't had so many kills. I mean, I would have got like 2 kills more if the enemy fresh air would have died, but I was not able to stomp, and I just don't get it why 3 times downstate and he gets up again. It's just still fun because in a 1v3 you get a guy twice, a 3rd time down, better said, and that was really interesting. But you can see it here, the game was not so even. My team was struggling quite a lot, staying alive, kiting around a little bit. It was like too hard for them, but the only one that could have chased them pretty good is the Soul Beast, and the other ones were not fast-paced professions. Only, like, you can say the Fresh Viewer, but he has only 1 blink, and afterwards he has not so much mobility to hunt down people, but still they were able to somehow win this game. It's still my normal build, so I don't show you a lot here, just the stats that I got. And I just go back here. Kills, offense, I would say like with top stats you can get everything with this build because you have high healing, you have high damage output, so damage top stat, kills, or even most likely I would have said you can get offense and defense, but if you do it properly you will also get damage and kills, of course, if you do it right. And you can see here I got 2 revives, 3 times killed, in which one of those deaths that I had I could have survived, even on this on another one, but the one in mid I had no chance. And so I don't know, just some gameplay video again because I'm on my vacations and showing you here a little bit the warrior. hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you can see here I was having no, actually 400 DK, so I played basically another game, I guess, before or something. Yeah, just showing you a little bit again the gameplay while I talk a little bit, and I wanted just to say thank you guys. Hope you really enjoyed this video, and you saw also again my Power Warrior, which is one of my favorite professions, and it requires no expansion, so everyone can try it out. And now I will say that as always you will see 3 of my other videos, and of course subscribe to my YouTube channel only if you like to, if not, don't do it. That was HappyNo, the Guild Wars 2 Pro with the core Power Warrior, and I see you in my next videos guys. Have a good one, and bye bye to all of you.